That's right, my friends. In this lesson, we are going to be talking about the words this and these, but we're also going to be talking about the words that and those. So do not be fooled by this title. There's a little more to this lesson than immediately meets the eye. So basically today is going to be a vocab lesson, but there are some things that I have to explain about these words, I should say. So I didn't want to just put this onto our list. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's begin with this and these. So these are called demonstrative adjectives, and this is not really an important point. I'm not really going to use this word in class. Like, I hardly use this word ever. Demonstrative adjectives. But what's important here is that you realize the adjective part means that they're going to have to agree. Now, we've talked about agreement on a lot of different occasions. We do agreement all the time. So hopefully you remember that agreement is when you make the gender or the plurality match the word that's being described. So let's have a look here. Here we have this and these in Spanish. Este, esta, estos, and estas. Now, what immediately strikes me as odd is that the masculine singular here, this, este, ends in an E and it's masculine. Usually, when adjectives end in an E, it can be male or female. Well, in this case, this case, pun intended, este is the masculine. The feminine is esta, not to be confused with está, with an accent mark on that A. Hopefully you remember what está means. It means is. Yeah, it means is. Then we have estos and estas. Again, not to be confused with estás, with the accent mark on the A, which means you are. So this in Spanish is este and esta. These is estos and estas. If you're not writing these down by now, please go ahead and start that now. Let's practice a little bit with these now. So, zapato. Which one of these are we going to choose to say zapato? This, what does zapato mean? Shoe. This shoe. Which one of these are we going to use to say this shoe? Este. All right. Gorras. Which one of these are we going to use to say these? Gorras means what? Hats. These hats. Estas gorras. Check out the gender agreement there, y'all. AS, AS. Looking good. How about this hat? Singular. Esta gorra. This hat. And these shoes. Here we go. Estos zapatos, these shoes. Here we have this and these. Let's try that and those now. You ready? So that and those. Again, we've got the same comment. These are adjectives, so we've got to watch their agreement. Here we have them. That and those. Ese and esa. Once again, that oddity of the E being our masculine form. Ese. That over that, esa, that, esos, those, and esas, feminine for those. So let's practice. For camisa, do you remember what camisa means? Shirt. Hopefully you're saying shirt. So that shirt would be esa camisa. Vestido. What's it mean? Dress. How do we say that dress? Ese vestido. Those shirts. Esas camisas. And those dresses. Esos vestidos. So, we just learned how to say this and these. And then we learned how to say that and those, and they were really similar. Este versus ese. Esta versus esa. Estos versus esos, and estas versus esas. Well, when I was sitting in y'all's place in high school trying to learn these, Here's how I remembered it. This and these have the T's, that and those don't. This and these have the T's. That's the key part. This and these. Este and esta. Estos, estas. This and these have the T's. That and those don't. Hopefully that helps you remember how to say this and these and that and those. It certainly helped me. So, let's add on to the list now. In Spanish, when we are talking about that and those, but they are a ways away, like we're saying that over there, those over there, there's an entirely different word that looks nothing like those other 8 we just learned. So, once again, we have an adjective here, or these are adjectives, so we have to make sure they agree in gender and plurality. So, aquel, that over there, masculine singular. Aquella, that over there, feminine singular. Aquellos, those over there. And aquellas, those over there, feminine, plural. Let's practice. Regalo means what? Gift. So if I want to say that gift over there, how would we say that? Aquel regalo. All right. Película. Hey, that movie over there. How are we going to say it? Aquella película. Those movies over there. Aquellas películas. And those gifts over there. Aquellos regalos. Aquel, aquella, aquellos, aquellas. Those over there or that over there. Far away from us. All right? Now, let's review what we've talked about. This and these, that and those are demonstrative adjectives. Again, I'm not really going to say that expression a whole lot, but what's key here is that you realize because they're adjectives, they've got to agree with a noun they describe. So that leads us to, we've already gone through these a bunch, this and these. Notice they've got the T's, yo. Este, esta, estos, estas. Then we've got that and those, but they're not too far away. Just like, hey, that right there. Those right there. Ese, esa, esos, esas. But if they are far, far away, those over there or that over there, we've got aquel, aquella, aquellos, aquellas. Watch your agreement and you will be golden.